going live. Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 9th of February. So as the month flies past, we're a third of the way through, almost, and let's have a look at what these markets are doing. Firstly, just going to have a quick look at the news events for today, and in fact I'm just going to put today, if I can, on here. It is. Just get today's figures, and there isn't very much at all. We've got monetary policy report hearings. This is where they stand up and talk in front of the economic outlook, the Parliamentary Treasury Committee. Mostly we get here, they are effectively interviewed and questioned, so you might sometimes get something a little bit different, but this is running through, and it runs through quite a long period actually, and different members of the talk at these meetings, or sitting in the panels at these meetings. So we could see some volatility on the pound today, based on that sort of thing, but there's nothing much else. It's a real sort of, we got a bit of Canadian data tomorrow, but it really is quite a quiet one. GDP, it's the monthly GDP tomorrow, for the UK at 7, but really for today, it's what I'm looking forward to here, to see if there's anything major yet tomorrow, to why the markets will continue to stall as they have been. But there we go. Right, let's start off looking then at the currencies and what's out there today. And funny, I'm scratching my head on this one, but I often am. So we've got the euro. It's consolidating around here. When we come down to the 4 hours, you can see it in a little bit more detail. The more it consolidates around here, the more bearish I've become on it, the way it's sitting there at the moment. It just really looks like it could be ready to roll over rather than sort of make its way back up. It just looks very soft. Personally, I'm leaving it alone. I don't even want to trade it. It's just where it is. You look on this alley picture and it's ugly. The pivots are all pinched together. It just shows you how tight things are. Short is going to go, but I'll let it show its hand first. So it's off the board for me today. The pound looks a little bit better. It's been moving upward. You see it here, but even so, it has, well, I say even so, has confirmed a higher low in yesterday. So we got the higher low confirmed in, and it is gradually running back, or moving slowly back to that weekly pivot. I'm just looking at the trend line across the lows here, and it's certainly not the best at the moment. And again, you look at it intraday, it's alright looking at a trend here, but it's looking at also intraday, and it's just really chopping, and it's not a nice looking trending market. We're in chop zone, chop city. Looking then at the dollar yen, and well, that almost looks like it wants to go around the corner. It's not really going to, again, this is a 4 hourly chart, and you sort of see over yesterday, today, really, and just struggling, chopping, and it's very range bound in those in the shorter time frames here. Very range bound, not really giving too much away at all. Had that little spiky action through the Asian session here. Yeah, I can breathe like that. Aussie dollar, you know what the answers on this is going to be as well. So if you're struggling to find something, I understand that. Big trend still, obviously still on the upside. We haven't really changed too much in this price action we've seen so far, but the more it dilly-dallies around these areas, and I suppose it's the same with all the majors here, the more they're dillying and not getting on with, again, this is yesterday put it in a higher low, but it's since pulled back most of the way, and there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of trend in these markets, and lots of chop, and the Canadian dollar is just the classic picture to show that. It was always a bit very overlappy on each of the days, and it's no different this week. And we're just seeing the same sort of thing. It doesn't mean to say there aren't opportunities on it. It just, well, to me, doesn't look particularly great against the dollar at this stage. So struggling across there. There's a few pairs that, well, I say a few pairs that I identified this one, and I was looking at this from more of a swing picture. We'll see what happens. It might never set up. I was doing a webinar for someone yesterday, and I was just going through some different price action. Well, last night when I was looking at it, it was a bit more like this, and fortunately it was out of my trading zone, because I'd have been looking to trade this. It would have been quite a nice move, but anyway, I'm still possibly looking to trade it. We'll see what happens, how it develops, but for now, if it breaks this level here, it will give me yet another higher low, and it's sort of, this is just in a trend line and not an alert that I need to be trading. I'll let it run to the upside. That is the other answer, is obviously looking at the upside, looking at the other side of the coin here, is looking for the potential break to the upside there, but then I want to break, retest, and we'll see if we can get a go from it there. Don't know what that was setting my alarm off then, because I just deleted it. No, it wasn't. I just looked, I had an alarm back on the pound yen yesterday, looking for the short side there. Never happened, just carried on, and that wasn't working. So let me just see if I can see what that alarm was for. Aussie CAD, I had something on the Aussie CAD. Let's just have a look. I don't know why that's come up. It's just the alarm that's already there. It's maybe I'll put it on too sensitively. Right, okay. That's the currencies. I'm still scratching through some of them to see if there's anything that's tradable. I've got given here pound Aussie. Yeah, it's. Thanks, Harry. I'm just looking. You're already trading it, right? It's a nice trend daily wise, the pound Aussie. It's a bit like the others though, in terms of it's in a bit of a wedge pattern. So yes, it could come down, and it's a bit maybe some further. Oh, I quite like that picture there on the hourlies. Maybe in the next hour I'll be more interested in it than this hour. See how it goes. It's already gone for me. It's already gone. It hasn't gone yet. Ready for me. It needs to give me the lower high. This could be a bit of an opportunity. I would look at the just be careful of the trend line when you look at the targets. So there you go. There's a possibility. Thanks. Right. Let's change markets and quickly zip through the world of other things. Gold. So let's go up to dailies, and well, this is just continued in its consolidation phase there. It's managing. Oh, it's a mess. It's not an intraday trade for me there. There won't be an intraday trade for me there. It's too ugly from a swing point of view. At the moment, I would almost look at is this going to turn? Yeah, it's bear flag territory where it's sitting in here. Is this going to roll over, run down towards its monthly S1? And give us a bigger correction. The more that price stays with a lot of these the currencies, the gold, more that it sort of sits around these lows, the more chances are that it might get yet another shock. Okay, oil. So continued yesterday through a little bit there, and it's for now become a little bit more bullish. 4-hourly picture flatlining here pretty much. Maybe it is going to turn the I mean, it's put in a sort of a mini higher low from here. It'll be clear on the hourlies. There you go. There was that mini higher low, but just untradeable this time of day. I'll look back at that later, but it has got the hints of more of a corrective upside. Okay, that's that. Quick look at the equity markets. CSI 300, nice bullish engulfing candle there. It dropped lower, opened lower, pushed up onto a solid day there. It had been trending up nicely. This might give us a bit more follow through in the coming days there, but certainly more positive than it has been there. It's been sitting in there waiting to go. The Nikkei, it's just an ugly looking chart at this stage. It's just had so much consolidation. It's popped up, then pulled back into maybe just retesting, arguably, but it's retested it yesterday and today. We'll see. It might get back on its route to the upside there. Nifty 50 has been looking one of the softer ones. Just looking at sort of the bearish sort of potential on the break to the downside there, but at the moment, who knows, it may break on through. S&Ps, we're just seeing consolidation around these time frames where they sit on this time frame here. Around price action, it's not really given a lot this week at all. This is a weekly pivot here, so it shows you this week, and mainly it's been flat. A bit of news that's made it shake up a little bit. It's sold back down to where it was before. It's trying, and the more, as with a lot of markets, if the more they sit around their highs, the more you expect it sometimes to push up, and I'm still reasonably bullish on that. The Dow Jones is a bit more choppy, but even that, it looks like at some stage it might break towards the upper side. It's got the hint, it's working its way very slowly. More of the bullish market at the moment has been the Nasdaq, but even that, yesterday it gave back most of its gains from the previous day, pushing up at the moment. Again, to be fair, the consolidation is around a high here, and we could be pushing up for some more. DAX, I just found this, looking at it on particularly the shorter time frames when you come down here, I'm sure there's opportunities for scalpers and small short-term trades, but just look at the overlap on the 4-hourly bars. I can just imagine people getting stopped on this on a regularish basis. I mean, yesterday it came back and caught the pivot in the end. Today it's already through its pivot. It's R1, almost heading towards that R2 area. It has got a bit of bullishness still kicking through there. It's just whether or not it's going to start stretching its legs again. The FTSE, again, it's reasonably bullish all the way through there. Reasonably, it's very bullish overall. It's just catching a buy on some of these things at the moment. They're just pulling back, so they're overlapping all the time so much that you could easily get stopped out if you're trading on the short time frame. So, but this does look pretty positive so far this morning. Okay, that's pretty much it for me this morning. I haven't looked at. I will just take a quick look at the crypto markets because it's Thursday and I haven't done it. I'll just have a quick look at Bitcoin. Let's look at this. It's coming down then. Okay, it's not hanging up there, but it's most of the. You look at the currencies; they're hanging around the lows at the moment. Okay, this has made a lower high on the way down there, and it's not looking particularly pretty at the moment. But let's have a look at Litecoin. It's been outperforming generally, but again, consolidation. It's not quite made the lower high yet. A break of these previous highs there from early Feb would give us a lower high, but at the moment it is consolidating. It is certainly outperforming Bitcoin there. Okay, Ethereum, I'll just have a look at Ethereum, see what's happening. There's no difference, just consolidation and ugliness, but the consolidation ugliness is nearer the top, and you just think, well, at least it's holding up there. At some stage it might get the runner. Right, on that note, I'm going to leave it there and wish you a great day's trading, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.